your new boyfriend, Mom, he tried to sit down with me and, I don't know, like be friends with me in a way. Like, he wants to make sure that, like, I don't hate his guts and I don't perceive him a certain way and stuff like that. You're a grown man. If he had this talk with you when you were a teenager, I would be upset, but you're in your mid-30s now. What happens between you and other people? It's between you and him. I'm not going to get involved. I know. Also, Gabby told me that she feels like you're genuinely falling for this dude. So you mix that with the little sit down that I had with him, and I guess it's starting to become real to me that you're actually genuinely, seemingly dating Jonathan Montgomery. So I guess I just want to make sure, like, low key, that's what the kids say nowadays. It means, like, underneath the surface, you, like, genuinely trust this man, right? Joey, no matter what my intentions are, I do want you to have a good perception of me as your mother, and I want you to understand I know what I'm doing. But I would not be dating him, like I said. I would not be in the same room with him if I did not trust him to a certain extent. You get what I mean? I'm not gonna ride a roller coaster if the bar isn't safe to hold on to. I know that's a bad analogy, but you know what I mean. Wouldn't put myself in harm's way if I didn't know better. After talking with Gabby, we kind of both agreed that we thought at first, and she brought this up to you, that you were just dating him to get, like, some dirt so you could expose him to his institute, like, this man's into this fetish, ha ha ha, or something like that. I think Gabby thought that a little bit more than I did, but then she opened my eyes to it, like, maybe Mom's just playing this guy. But now it seems like, and me and Gabby both agreed, like, you really dating this man. So I just want to make sure, like, as your son, he sat down with me and, got me on his side a little bit, like, you're really with him, like, you really trust him. Yes, I do. But I'm taking it slow. Again, I don't want to have to keep hammering this home. I just wish you would get it. I know what I'm doing. Okay? You can let Gabby know that as well. Alright? Taking it slow as in, like, getting to know him, or taking it slow like, nah, I'm still playing him and I'm gonna poison him one day or something. I know you're asking me one thing, and we're on one subject. But the way you're wording things and randomly asking me questions, I've been down this road with you before. And I just have this feeling that you're leading into something. I think now would be a really good time for you to get to the point. Why are you asking me all this? Again, I'm a grown woman, you're a grown man. You don't have to look after me like I'm fragile and don't know what I'm doing. Why are we on this subject, Joey? I guess I'm trying to gauge how serious you are with this man, because me and Melissa were talking, and there's something like Stephen King-esque about this town. I'm not trying to be superstitious or nothing, but she kind of has me on that kick. I'm also into, like, zodiac stuff and crystal stuff now because of Melissa. But she's pointed out that, once Miranda moved here, things went south. And first time in decades, Nanny Agatha stepped down from her thing. Need I not remind you what happened to Junior, and your boyfriend's dead. I don't remember. A lot of other stuff happened. This town has, like, a vibe to it. So me and Melissa were talking, and she brought it up to me, and I've been thinking about it a little bit. We might want to move out of this town, me and her. Start fresh somewhere else where it's not so Stephen King-esque. Where you don't have to worry about murders and Planned Parenthood, or not Planned Parenthood, Family Court. All these bad memories. She also pointed out, like, do I want to live in a town where my son was murdered? Do I want that memory? Because she did point out, and she's right, I pass the house every day on my way to work. Sometimes I go out of my way to just see it when there's a faster route available. And we were thinking, if we move, maybe you could move with us, Could buy a house somewhere and you could live there. I am not old. I'm in my mid-50s. I am able to take care of myself. I rebounded after terrible medical problems where I couldn't even move. I have all my faculties. I can still play Jeopardy and coherently answer things. Same with Wheel of Fortune. I go grocery shopping myself, wipe my own ass. I am not moving in with my son and his girlfriend. I am not at that stage in my life, although I'm very happy that you would take me in when that day comes, if that day comes. But I plan on being able to take care of myself until my very last breath. I spent my whole life taking care of myself and my kids. I am not going to have my grand finale living in a house with Melissa. Why though? Because you don't want to be the mom that moves in with his son and his girlfriend, or because of Jonathan Montgomery and you want to stay in this town with him? I don't like to live my life according to a reality show that we're on. But if season 10 of our life proved anything to me, it's that we as people, all of us, every single one, every single person with a Facebook account, YouTube account, TikTok account, Instagram account, all of us, we all grieve differently from one another. We all handle grief different. We all have an opinion on it as well. Some keep it to themselves, some don't. There's an ugly side to grief and a human side. My perspective is that I want to be close to where my grandson died. I want to be close to where he spent a good portion of his life. I don't want to move away. I don't want to run from my grief. This happened here. That happened there. I am me, and I am not going to avoid those places. I am going to see those places and visit those places until I no longer feel like I need to cry about those places. I get that, but I see it as it's comforting for me to, not even comforting, it just gives me some sort of feeling every time I pass that house and know that Junior died there. But I don't know if that feeling is good or bad. At the end of the day, it's just a building. What is it doing to me every morning when I look at that place? And Mom, what is it doing to you to stay here, connected to all these terrible memories? Also, I'm dating Jonathan right now. That's my plan. I am in the middle of a plan. When you're in the middle of a plan, you do not stop what you're doing and start another plan. Okay? That's how I was brought up. That's the one thing I'll say Nanny Agatha was good at. Teaching me to stick to something. I did that with you and your sister. I stuck to being a mom. The one time that I didn't and gave up your brother, that's when I felt most bad about myself. To this day. Which is why I don't understand how Melissa can live with herself when she's had one child and gave up that one child. But what I'm saying is, I don't give up on things. And when I do, I feel terrible about it, so I'm not going to give up on this to move with you. Alright. I can't tie you up and take you with us. I just don't want this man hurting you or our family. Joe, I kind of believe that you're still playing this man. You're just waiting for him to slip up so you can record him saying something. Or I don't know. I know you though. But I'm also concerned that what if this man's playing you? Are you actually moving though? Is this actually in the cards? Is it concrete? Are you really following through with moving away with Melissa when you're still unsure about whether or not you can even trust her? It's unconfirmed right now, but I think like if I decide I want to have children with Melissa, then yeah, I'm moving out of here. I don't want to have kids in this town. I don't want my kid to go to the same place that Junior went. I can't deal with that emotionally. So you also have to deal with the fact that if me and Melissa move and I have another kid, which I don't know yet, you know, you're going to be away from your grandkid. Well, that's not fair when you put things like that. That's really not fair. I know. That's why I'm saying, don't tie yourself to this haunted ass town. Miranda wised up. Maybe we all take a page out of her book, you know? She's smart. She's probably really happy right now. Just every day I'm in this town, I feel it. I feel the black cloud. Like something else is gonna happen at any given moment. And I definitely don't want it to be, oh, my mom was murdered just like my son. Joey, I'm not gonna get murdered, okay? You know someone's birthday is coming up. It's very nice that your birthday falls so soon after we've gotten together. Looking forward to it, really. But I need to know what you want me to get you. Money is not an option. I'll tell you what I tell my children, because I've been this way for as long as I can remember, since my hair wasn't naturally going gray. I'm not one to celebrate my birthday, but thank you for the offer. If you don't mind me asking, how did it go with Salvatore and your birthday? Or your marriage a long, long time ago? Were your birthdays pleasant? Did they celebrate you? Or did it just pass by? Because I'm wondering whether or not maybe you don't celebrate your birthday because those men brought you down because of it. I've noticed throughout my years running Serafina Town Institute of Faith that a lot of women in their marriages feel guilty about their birthdays and Mother's Day because of their partner. Do you suffer from that? I'm gonna put this nicely, because I don't mean this in a mean way at all. It's just you and I have lived very different lives. You had a nephew, not children. You had a nephew that you raised until his grandmother took over for reasons that are none of my business. I had 3 children. By the 3rd one, I had to give him up because it was just too much for me. With that being said, I think you can understand why I don't celebrate my birthday. When you have children, when you're raising mouths to feed, but also you're single, you don't have time for birthdays. So I decided a very long time ago that I don't need mine. I see. You know what I also learned about other people's relationships while running the Institute is that a lot of women make excuses for themselves when they have children. Things that they want to do for themselves, but they don't anymore because of their kids. But in reality, it's not even their children. It's a lot of the times their partner just not being supportive enough. But I digress. I'm not going to get into your past. I'm sorry for that. It's not right. You never answered my question though. Whether you celebrate or not, I just want to know what you want for your upcoming birthday. Because whether you want to celebrate it or not, like I said, I do want to make it special for you. Nothing says a good relationship starting off like a partner who wants to celebrate you. And you deserve it. You're a strong mom, you're a strong woman. It's about time someone celebrates you. How is money not an option for you when you're going through a divorce with a woman that you've been with for decades? Divorces like that are typically ugly. I was going to save this for your birthday as part of your birthday gift, but now since you're being so stubborn in telling me what you want, I guess I have to let the cat out of the bag now, don't I? The divorce is final. Me and Annette have split. She got a lot of money. She got my house. But I have another house, vacation home, in the better part of Serafina Town. And when I say better part, I just mean people who aren't going to try and sell you mixtapes or, clutter the grocery store with 6 million kids and then get on the bus. I digress about that. She got a lot of memorabilia that meant a lot to me. A few things that I collected over the years. But those are just possessions. Shouldn't have had those in the first place. It's about love, loving God, loving people. So yeah, me and Annette are no more. I don't have to worry about money in that way. She got what she got. Aw, divorced all for me. Really? Yeah. How does it feel for someone to leave their marriage for you? To make that sacrifice for you? Do you understand how much I love you now? There. I said it. Can't remember the last time I said it to Annette and meant it. Say it to Brian all the time. But I love you. Speaking of Brian, where has he been? Seemed to have gone MIA last couple days. No, I love... Okay. Brian, you asked, right? You want to know about Brian. Brian, Brian went to Montana, apparently. We weren't really on speaking terms as of late. But he went to Montana about his lead on Miranda. Seems like he might actually find her this time. I haven't heard from him since he left. I don't know if Victor has heard from him. But yeah, he's been gone on his search to find his daughter. It'll be definitely interesting to see whether or not he comes back with his daughter. This time does feel different, doesn't it? Well, that's the thing. I don't know if he will be coming back with her. I don't know if he told you this, but once he gets her, he's gone. He's leaving. He's taking his baby and running, which I don't really understand because unlike me, who was planning for a divorce for a long time, had backup plans and stuff like that, he doesn't really have any other places to live. So I don't know where he plans to escape with a baby. The baby needs clothes, food, toys, bottles, diapers. I don't know if he's thinking this through. He thinks he's just gonna run to a different state and set up shop But finding an apartment in this day and age isn't easy, no matter where you live. So I don't really know what he's thinking, but I'm also trying not to get involved. Because I have you, who I love. Jonathan. Yes, Mildred. I can't say I love you. Why not? Thought we were on the same page. Blood is thicker than water. My divorce is final. We talk every day, text every day, hang out all the time now. You make me feel like I'm in my teens. What else is there to make this love for you? Because now I'm feeling vulnerable, and when I feel vulnerable, I don't like it. I'm sorry. Because Sal just died. As terrible a boyfriend as he was still my boyfriend. To say I love you so soon after that doesn't really feel right to me. But also my grandson. Part of me feels like I don't have love left, if that makes sense. Look at me like a phone. I need to be charged up again before I can love anything again. Nothing personal, trust me. Right. You're right. You've been through tragedies. I still sometimes forget just how horrible it was that your grandson was murdered. What a monster to do that to you, Salvatore was. I get it. At this point in time, maybe I don't deserve your love. You should give it all to your grandson. Just know, I love you, Milt. Okay? And maybe right now I don't need you to say it back. It's okay.